What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about the just announced, you can literally see this was like 5 minutes ago. It's like 10:30 p.m. for me, guys. Belal Muhammad has pulled out of his fight against Shavkat Rakhmonov. Very tragic to hear. I don't know if it's an injury. We don't even know the circumstances on it. I'm jumping on this straight away because I know you guys want to hear my opinion on this. As the leading expert on the Belal Muhammad title run, the man that predicted it all, you know, obviously as the leader of the Belal Mafia, you come to me, you ask me for my opinion on this, all right? And first thing I want to say is congratulations to Shavkat Rakhmonov. You just avoided getting absolutely hype checked at UFC 310. The fake title run of Shavkat Rakhmonov can continue for a little... Nah, listen, dude. Belal Muhammad's obviously not ducking Shavkat Rakhmonov. I don't know why anyone would think that when he called out Shavkat. And there was talks of an Usman fight, and he said, well, everyone wants to see me fight Shavkat. Bro, what are you guys talking about? Usman sucks. Usman literally sucks, bro. Everyone wants to see me fight Shavkat, bro. So if you're saying, oh my god, Belal Muhammad's ducking Shavkat Rakhmonov, why would he duck Shavkat Rakhmonov, whose best win is fucking Stephen Wonderboy Thompson? I have to whisper right now because it's late. But don't get me started on this shit. He's not ducking Shavkat Rakhmonov. I'm going to assume that it's some sort of injury that was kind of nagging him before, after UFC 304, because I remember they tried to get him on 307 and he said he needs more time. So I would assume, being 36 years old, you're going to get a little bit more injuries more often as the UFC champion, training for 5 rounds back to back against Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards, and now Shavkat Rakhmonov. It is very disappointing. I was really looking forward to this matchup, as I'm sure a lot of you guys were as well. I really wanted to see Belal Muhammad defend his belt this year, but it's all good, bro. We get to prolong the title reign. You know, we get to have that first title defense where he 49-46 as Shavkat, if he makes it there. You know, maybe in February or in March, because Belal Muhammad, one thing that's badass about Belal Muhammad, let me tell you about this kid. He will fight during Ramadan. So as soon as he's good to come back, he will come back in March, in April, in May. It's fucking amazing that we probably won't have to wait too long for this. But as you can see on the screen right now, the UFC is actively looking for a replacement, meaning they need someone else to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov. And guys, I offered to take the fight on behalf of my king, Belal Muhammad. All right, what am I talking about? Oh my God. But listen, today I've given you my opinions on it. I do think Belal Muhammad would have won that fight. I already dropped a video talking about it, but I just believe that he's way more experienced against high-level competition. Shavkat Rakhmonov is still very unproven, in my opinion. You could be like, oh, dude, he's 18 fights, 18 finishes. Against who? Wonderboy. Belal Muhammad already mogged him. Neil Magny, oh my god, close the doors, lock the doors, make sure you sleep with your feet under the covers. Shavkat's coming to get you. He finished Neil Magny. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying, dude? Oh my god, he beat Jeff Neal. Holy shit. Jeff Neal? And he was ranked... The thing about Shavkat Rakhmonov's title run as well, it's one of the most fabricated title runs in UFC history. And I'm not saying that to be a hate. I'm not saying that because I'm a Belal Glazer. Think about it logically. All of you guys were in agreement that Umar Nurmagomedov should not be ranked top 10 with 0 ranked wins. Explain to me how Shavkat Rakhmonov beats up some little midget at welterweight in the Apex, fights Neil Magny, who's ranked number, 12 or 13, gets ranked number 11 for that, beats Jeff Neal, who's ranked number 9, and for beating Jeff Neal, who's ranked number 9, gets put in the top 5 and defends his spot in the top 5 against Wonderboy. He did not beat Wonderboy to get top 5. He was already top 5 when he fought Wonderboy, and somehow gets a title shot from beating him, and somehow got in the top 5 and nobody questions it. It makes 0 sense to me, but I'm not going to get into that too deeply. I'm going to talk about what the UFC should be doing. This fucking tweet on the screen right here is pissing me off. But listen, dude, I'm going to talk about what the UFC should do. All right, man? And I'm going to talk about what we want, right? Like 2 options that I think we all would agree would be badass replacements, potentially even better fights than Belal versus Shavkat. And then I'm going to bring you back down to reality and tell you what we're probably going to get as the next fight for Shavkat Rakhmonov at UFC 310. The first thing everyone is suggesting that I would absolutely love to fucking see is Kamaru Usman step up and fight Shavkat Rakhmonov. This is your chance, Marty. Hey, Marty Snoozman. Hey, Martin Usman. Mr. Juiceman. This is your time, bro. If you step in and beat Shavkat Rakhmonov, you're getting the Belal super fight. You have to release the podcast, but you get to fight Belal Muhammad. This is the perfect way for us to get Usman versus Belal, which I feel like we all low-key want just as much as we want Belal versus Shavkat, if not more, because we know the podcast has to drop, because we know there's beef there. You know the press conference is going to be fucking amazing. I think we can all agree that this is option 1A, what we all want at UFC 310. I have no idea what the fuck Usman's doing. Like, he's just sitting around. Cejudo, John Jones is like the Michael Jordan of MMA. Listen to it. I think Michael Jordan might beat him in a 1v1 in basketball, though. I really do, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's sitting around fucking yapping all day. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if he's just waiting for a good fight. If you are not injured and you can fight, now's the fucking time to step up, bro. Usman versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. This is the first option that I think we all want to headline UFC 310. Doesn't need to be for an interim title. No one gives a fuck about Pantoja versus Asakura except for 3 guys in the car. Actually, Asakura's really good, bro. Just shut it, kid. All right, we want to watch Usman versus Shavkat way more than that. This would be a great main event for UFC 310. Another option that I think would be absolutely fucking badass that we will never get, but would be really cool, was based on something Dana White recently said, which was Islam Makhachev, if he wants to, can fight the winner of Belal Muhammad versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Dude, imagine fucking Islam versus Shavkat right now. And the winner of this gets to fight the king Belal Muhammad. Bro, I'm telling you right now, this would be a sick main event. Better than, I'm sorry, I'd be more hyped to see this than Belal versus Shavkat. I love Belal Muhammad. If Belal Muhammad has 0 fans, I'm no longer walking the face of the earth. I would care way more about seeing Islam Makhachev versus Shavkat. This is a sick fight, and if the UFC announced this, I would literally be glazing Dana White like nobody's business. I would be dropping 3 videos talking about how Dana White's the greatest matchmaker of all time, but this is probably what we're not going to get, dude. We're probably not getting Islam versus Shavkat for a cheeky little interim belt. We might not even get Usman versus Shavkat because I feel like Usman is injured and he's talking about coming back next year. So I don't want to get my hopes up too much for Usman versus Shavkat for the belt, even though that'd be so fucking sick to see. Like, I would love to see Usman versus Shavkat. Obviously, my dream fight would be JDM versus Shavkat. But I know JDM's not coming back till February, so I'm not even going to matchmake that in the video and not even going to go into the JDM glaze session that you guys are expecting. I'm going to talk about what we actually probably will get from the UFC. Considering, like I said, Usman's talking really weird. It seems like he's not coming back till next year. I don't think they're going to risk Islam getting fucking destroyed by Shavkat. I could see them making that fight. That'd be kind of cool. But I could see it happening, but I'm not 100% like, yeah, they definitely will do this. I don't think they'll do it. All right. What we're most likely to get, in my opinion, clip this. This is my prediction. I think we're going to get, sit down, shut up, you're lucky I fucking accepted the fight, and I'm going to KO Belal next. I think we're getting Ian Garry versus Shavkat. I think we are going to wake up to an ESPN MMA post. Ian Garry versus Shavkat Rakhmonov for the interim title has been announced for UFC 310. Ian Garry's been begging to fight on that Tampa card at the end of the year. That's getting scarily closer. And the main event on Tapology is fucking Mackenzie Dern, Amanda Hebus. Now listen, I'm going to be watching that at 2.5 speed. I might even sniff the SIM card out of my phone watching that, but that's not a main event, right? The UFC probably wanted Ian Garry to headline that card against Usman or, what's the other guy's name? Colby Covington, you know, my boy, somebody like that. It seems like nobody wants to fight Ian Garry. I feel like we could wake up and see this. I'm really picturing undefeated versus undefeated, futures of the division fighting each other. Winner gets to fight Belal for the belt. I can really picture that happening. So I feel like this is the most likely outcome that the UFC could make right now. Like, who's 100% right now going to say yes to fighting Shavkat? I feel like as much as we want to give him shit, Ian Garry's 100% the guy that will say yes right now. Like, he is quite active. He does say yes to fights. He's not ducking people. I don't know if Usman would answer the phone straight away and say yes. I don't know if fucking Islam Makhachev would, and his team, especially Khabib. Like, I think Islam Makhachev would say yes to that. I think Khabib would be very against that because he is a very, like, methodical, planning your career type of fight. I don't see Islam versus Shavkat happening on short notice. Even though it's not super short notice, I still feel like it's not enough notice for them to agree to that. I think the most likely outcome right now, gun to my head, Ian Machado Ferry versus Shavkat Rakhmonov for the interim belt. Another option I could see happening if the UFC, because let's be real here, dude. The outcome of fucking Ian Garry versus Shavkat Rakhmonov is Ian Garry pieces him up for 2 rounds. People are surprised. And then Shavkat Rakhmonov, like, KOs him or probably, actually, fuck that. Subs him in round 3 with, like, a standing guillotine or a fucking, you know, like a fucking DAS choke or something like that. Like, Ian Garry will, people, the whole fight week, people will be like, dude, Shavkat by murder, bro. Dude, Shavkat by freaking round 1 murder, bro. Just like they did with Jan back in the day. Garry will fucking point fight it up a little bit, win 2 rounds, and then I think he gets submitted in round 3. But Ian Garry is kind of boring. Nobody fucking cares about watching him fight, to be honest, unless he accepts this fight. I could see the UFC opting for what's going to be the most exciting guy we can get right now for the cheapest amount of purse. Like, who's the cheapest guy we could get that would 100% sell this fight, make it a good matchup, on some sort of win streak. Give Joaquin Buckley this fight, dude. If Ian Garry, dude, I would be hyped for this. I would be hyped for this. Joaquin Buckley's entertaining. He's the fucking most entertaining guy in the come up besides JDM right now. What are you gonna do? Give this title fight to fucking Sean Brady, dude? No one gives a fuck. It's either Ian Garry, it's Kamaru Usman, or it's Joaquin Buckley. That's genuinely what I think is gonna happen. It's either gonna be one of those 3. And I feel like the most entertaining option is low-key Joaquin Buckley because he's gonna sell it. I think Usman and Buckley would sell it a lot better on the press conference. Ian Garry, I think he would do the best out of all of those guys. Maybe Usman could beat Rakhmonov, depending on how washed he is. I don't think Buckley beats Shavkat as much as I love Joaquin Buckley, and I've been glazing this dude for ages. I've been talking about the title run. I'm going to be honest and not front, and I don't think he beats Shavkat Rakhmonov. I think Ian Garry is not powerful enough to beat him, but he could win rounds off him. I think the best chance right now, outside of JDM and Belal, is Usman. But I don't know if he's going to accept this fight for December. I feel like we're more likely to see Buckley or Garry accept this fight for December. But, hey, man, I'm going to fucking bed. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Are you guys sad that my boy Belal Muhammad's pulled out of the fight? Do you think Nick Diaz should step up and accept this fight? I actually asked him what he thought on it. He's like, you know, it's whatever. You know, yeah, you know, no. You know, it's whatever. Like, yeah, I'll fight Shavkat. You know, it's what it is. You know, it's one of those things. If I get offered a fight, you know, I'm gonna say yes. You know, it's whatever. You know, let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry if my energy's off. Like I said, bro, I just got home from training. It's fucking like 10:30 p.m. I'm trying to go to sleep, bro. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I'm the best journalist on YouTube. This happened 7 minutes ago, and I'm dropping a video on it right now. I'm going to be scheduling this for tomorrow, so it's going to be delayed. But trust me, guys, I did actually get here first. All right, man. See you in the next video, boys. Goodbye.